Hey everybody, and welcome to the July 4th spectacular episode of the Logan Stover Show. This is Matt from the show. You may notice I'm here by myself today, but don't worry, I have a very special guest I'll announce here in a minute. But first off, just want to let you guys know, if you are listening to us in iTunes, we would be so very pleased if you were to comment or leave us a rating. Even if you don't like the show, leave us a comment. It only make the show better. Also, if you guys want to get in touch with us, please head over to our show page, loganstovershow.com. There you'll find an assortment of very funny blog articles, as well as links to all of our social media. So, I want to go ahead and announce our very special guest in studio with us today, one of Logan's good friends, the former president of the United States, Mr. Bill Clinton. Bill, welcome.
Thank you, Matt. I'm just so excited to be here. I mean, it's 4th of July, and it's sad Logan couldn't be here, but he told me, he said, hey, Bill, I'm going to be out of town, and so you think you could step in with Matt? And I was like, hot diggity, I'd love to do that. This is so much fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. So we're going to have a really good time here today, talk about, get to know you a little bit better outside of the White House, and see what you've been up to recently. So, Bill, first thing I really want to find out is, how do you know Logan? Where'd you guys meet?
Oh, that's a funny story. Logan and I actually met at a Disney radio convention. We're both big fans of the Disney movie. He told me that you tried to quiz him. And
I did. He passed the flying colors.
Yeah, he told me. He's like, hey, Bill. And I'm like, hey, Logan, what's going on? And he's like, Matt on the radio show is trying to quiz me on the Disney stuff. And I just laughed, and we just laughed. That's where we met. We were down here in Anaheim. And it was a good convention. I slipped away from Hillary for a weekend. It's all right. I got some practice at that. But, I slipped away, and we went and different conventions from different composers, and we had a good time. We even shared some earbuds, the iPod earbuds. We were sitting there, because my phone was low on battery, and Logan had a new one, so I'm just sitting there on the floor plugging in. He's like, hey, you want to hear this new Disney jam? And I'm like, oh, of course I want to hear it. I'm at a Disney convention, you know what I mean? So we just plugged it in, and he's like, here, I'll share my headphones. It was a nice, intimate moment, and we've been friends ever since.
Friends ever since. Good. So, like I said, really glad you could be here today. What brought you to Southern California? I mean, I'm really glad you just happened to be here.
Well, I wasn't here in the first place, but, when Logan asked me.
Just hopped on a plane.
Oh, of course. I hopped on Air Force One, came over here. I'm no longer allowed to use Air Force One, so I just kind of jumped in there where nobody was looking.
But nobody's going to get former President Bill Clinton in trouble for using the plane, right?
No. Yeah. And I came down to John Wayne Airport, and they were like, hey, what you doing, Bill? And I was like, hey, Disney convention in town? And I'm like, no, Tower, I'm just gonna do my friend a solid here. And they're like, all right, just watch out you don't get smacked by Harrison Ford when you're landing.
Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get with him.
That's a Harrison Ford joke, because he almost crashed a plane.
Twice.
2 times, I know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's dumb.
So Bill, what have you been up to recently?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Been playing the Pokemon Go.
We're big fans of that on the show.
Yeah, I know. I listened to you talk about, you've been playing.
Started my journey.
Yeah, before the show, I said, hey, Matt, you want to show me your Pokemon? And,
you took a look.
And I looked. Yeah, you got some pretty good-looking Pokemon over there.
Yeah, so we'll have to play this weekend while you're in town. So what do you like to do when you're in Southern California? You miss obviously Disney.
Oh, of course, you got to go Disney. But the thing is, it's hard to be inconspicuous here.
Is. I mean, especially when you have Secret Service behind you, right?
Oh, Bill. Well, that's the thing. Secret Service don't like to follow me so much anymore, because I tend to get them into trouble sometimes. But, they're there, but secretly.
Secretly.
So I go there, and I'm wearing a suit and tie, and I have them dress in, like, the Mickey ears. And like the Mickey T-shirts, you ever seen a grown 6'3" man in a medium-sized Mickey T-shirt with Mickey ears on? It's hilarious. But we go on the small world and do all that. It's nice here to be in the sunshine, and you go down to the Muscle Beach, and I try to lift those weights, but man, those damn 15 dumbbells, man, those 15 pounders,
right?
they're tough. They're
no
tough.
Joke.
But yeah, I hang out there, do a lot of stuff. Went down to Hollywood. I follow you guys on the LoganStoverShow.com page.
So you saw our little adventure down there, right?
Yeah, I saw you guys went down there, and you guys having a good old time. Put your hands in the handprints and all that stuff. Logan looked a bit flustered down there when he was.
You saw that Phil Collins star. Got a little starstruck.
Oh, yeah. He told me about that. He's like, hey, Bill. And I was like, hey, Logan, what's up?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I saw the Phil Collins star. And I was like, that's cool, man. You put your hand in it. And I was like, yeah, I even put my thumb up. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. So he texted me a picture that you took of
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
He told me that was
Good
his
times.
first time that he
His
went down
very
there.
first time, yeah.
Hasn't he lived here for like 1,000 years?
Way too long.
I don't know. What kind of crap is that?
I don't know. At least we got him out there, right?
Yeah.
Got him out of the house for
it was a good
once.
time.
Yeah. So go back to Disney. What's your favorite ride there?
Oh man, there's so many different rides there. You know, it may surprise you, but I'm not a big fan of the heavy roller coasters like the Space Mountain, the Thunder Mountains, and things like that. I like me the small worlds. You know what a good ride is? The Winnie the Pooh ride.
That's a good one.
You ever been
yeah,
on the Winnie the Pooh ride?
I have, yeah.
That's a good ride. You know,
Good
go on
tunes,
there.
right?
Yeah, and you know the nice thing is when you're waiting in line, you know it's just a bunch of little kids, and so you really could just push them out of the way, you know, because they're smaller than you, because they're children. And I'll just be like, "Hey, President Bill Clinton, how y'all doing?" I just push up, and I'm like, "All right, I'm ready for the Winnie the Pooh ride for one."
So when you go places, people recognize you everywhere, I'm guessing, right?
Oh yeah, of course, all the time, and everybody's like, "Hey, Bill," and I'm like,
Do you have
"Hey."
any good fan stories?
Well, I think you know a lot of the fan stories that I've had so far.
I've heard some of them, yeah.
The allegedly fan stories, but
Right.
you know, I had a good fan story even at Disneyland, you know, because I was walking around playing the Pokemon Go, and I met John Stamos. John Stamos came up to me, and it's funny, we were talking about children. John Stamos is small. He's real small, and I thought, I was like, hey, child, get out of my way. I'm trying to play Pokemon and get to
It was
Winnie the
John.
Pooh. And no, it's John Stamos. He's like, hey, Bill Clinton, that's John Stamos. I was like, hey, John Stamos, what's happening? I loved you on the Full House. And he was like, I loved you in the White House. And we're like, hey, BFFs. No, so it was a great time, you know. So we're walking around Disneyland, and you know, people are like, hey, that's John Stamos and Bill Clinton. And we're like, hey. And then, you know, we're singing a song, come on, let me tell you about my best friend. It's Bill Clinton, John Stamos, we're friends till the end.
In the Secret Service.
And the Secret Service 6'3" tall men in the back wearing size medium husky T-shirts with a "I love Mickey" on it.
That had to turn some heads.
That's some good times. That's some good times.
Good stuff. So, no, tough break in the family here recently. What's Hillary been up to?
You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Mostly just moping,
Sitting
around. I bought her a cabin out in the middle of the woods, and I just left her there.
Okay.
So, you know, I left her a book. And so she's been hanging out, and then I think like a hiker came across her one time because she was trying to escape, and then it was almost like, hey, look, it's a Bigfoot. No, just kidding, it's Hillary. And she's out there walking around, and then I sent her a text message, and I was like, hey, Hillary, get back in the dang cabin. And she's like, I'm sorry, Bill. And I was like, it's all right. And I was like, you lost. I can't believe you lost. But, you know, she's getting better.
That's good.
She's getting better now. I think she's going to get back out in the public spotlight. But, you know, I don't bring her with me to Disneyland. You know, I have a nickname for Hillary. You know what the nickname is?
What's that?
Debbie Downer.
I can see it.
Yeah, she's a Debbie Downer. She doesn't like to go on the Winnie the Pooh ride. You know who likes to go on the Winnie the Pooh ride with me?
Who?
John Stamos.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe me, you.
John's a good guy.
Maybe you and John Stamos, we go hang out at Disneyland this weekend.
Hey, if you don't have anything else going on, let me know.
Nah, I got nothing else going on. I'm just crashing here at Logan's pad, you know.
Cool.
He didn't tell me to. He didn't tell me to. He just told me.
I don't think I'll mind.
He said, come
He's
on the
not-
radio
He's
show.
not here.
No, he's not. He's not here. No, let's
Figure it
play.
out.
Hey,
Let
you all
ourselves
got
in.
a Nintendo 64 over there, don't you?
We do. Yeah, we always
Yeah.
have one in the studio. So
Oh,
we'll
man.
play some Mario Kart later.
That Pierce Brosnan, man, he's just staring at us. And
He has a habit of doing that.
man, I watched your guys' live show last weekend. And
yeah.
you
Can
talked
check us out
about
on Twitch?
Yeah, on Twitch, and you guys talking about Pierce Brosnan, and you brought him up, and I said, I don't remember what that looks like. And then I watched it on the twitch.tv/Logan Stover show. See, I read the email that y'all sent me on
Good.
what to say.
Glad.
And then Pierce Brosnan said, man, Pierce, you're just staring at me with those eyes.
Those cold eyes, right?
Those cold eyes. But he's a handsome man.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, if you gotta have somebody staring at you, I mean,
You know who else is a handsome man?
Who's that?
John Stamos.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll meet him up this weekend. Good stuff. So Bill, you're an avid sax player. Have you been playing anything lately?
I'm avid into sax.
Yeah.
Oh, the saxophone.
The saxophone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, either of them.
Good in the
both.
sax.
You're a funny guy. Yeah, that's a funny guy. You're from Florida, right?
Heck no. From Texas.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just have that Florida vibe going on.
Yeah,
But,
Florida man vibe.
Something ain't right here.
Yeah.
Must be from Florida.
Nah, next best, Texas.
I played the saxophone back in college. You know, in college I did a lot of weird stuff, a lot of experimenting, and I was at a roommate or a friend of my roommate's.
But you didn't inhale, right?
Oh no, I never inhaled when I played the saxophone. No, no, no. The bong hit that I did before that I inhaled, but not the saxophone. But now with one of my friends, and I was like, hey man, you see that saxophone? I'm gonna go play it. And so I started playing it, and then it was like I was bad. I wasn't even any good at it. And then so they said, hey, you Bill, you're gonna be president one day. And I was like, hey, yeah, so why don't you go put on some Kenny G over there on the boombox, and I'll pretend that I'm playing the saxophone. And I did that my entire career. Never once really played. Just had Kenny G playing in the background.
Playing in the background. So that's good. I'm glad you brought up Kenny G because I actually wanted to bring him up too.
Nobody's happy when you bring up Kenny G.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
He had a good Christmas album, but aside from that, so freaking George, right? George Bush put out his book of paintings. So he's turned to a painter since he left the White House, right?
Right.
So I feel like you and Kenny G should team up, put out an album.
Oh, we could.
I'd buy it on iTunes. We
could totally do it. I mean, it's Kenny G is so talented. I mean, that's why I used him to pretend that's who I was. That was me playing. The only problem is that if Kenny G's playing the music, what am I going to be playing? Because I use the Kenny G.
Just follow along.
I just follow along. So I just do the fingerings, and he just let Kenny G play.
Yeah.
I'm just the eye candy.
I mean, yeah, I'd buy it.
I think that's a good idea. I think I could do that. Yeah, this coming Christmas 2017. Kenny G and Bill playing the saxophones. Christmas.
It'd be a hit. It'd be a hit. I'd buy it.
A White House Christmas. Copyright patent pending.
Man, you made it.
See, you wonder how it is. What do you got to do to become president? It's stuff like that. You got to make it up. You got to make
on the fly.
On the fly. Kenny G albums.
Just pure genius, ladies and gentlemen. Pure genius in the studio here today.
You're welcome.
So glad to have you.
God bless you, America.
So what are your 4th of July plans? So you're obviously here in Southern California. Maybe a little bit of Disney. What does Bill Clinton do to celebrate the 4th of July?
Always go see like the fireworks.
Shake Greenwood,
shake some babies, kiss some hands. You know how it is. But definitely gonna get out there and have some fun, see the people. It's been a while since I've been back here, and I gotta get out, see the people. Maybe go to a local regional park.
Okay.
Pay the $5 entry fee.
We can do that.
And
So they make you pay to get in the national parks or the regional parks too?
The national parks, I'm not allowed to go in there anymore. But
okay,
but the local regional parks, yeah, I have a good time. I like going there, giving the $5 at the front gate, and I go to the front gate, and what do they do? They're like, oh hey Bill, and I'm like, hey front guard at the regional park, how's it going? And they're like, hey, it's $5, but for you it's free. I was like, no, I want to do my civic duty. Here's my $5.
A true man of the people.
Yeah, and I like to go over to the Marie Callender's and get me an apple pie. And usually the night before I made a run down to the Tijuana and got me some little bottle rocket fireworks.
There you go.
So I set up a little blanket.
Can't buy those
there.
here.
No, I set up a little blanket there on the regional park. And I say, hey, did y'all stock it with trout and catfish? And they're like, well, sure did, Bill. You want us to put one on the line for you? And I said, no, I paid my $5. I'm just a normal American citizen. And I get my little blanket, my Marie Callender's pie, and my fishing pole, and my Tijuana bottle rockets. And, there's nothing more American than that.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah. You want to come down? Me, you, John Stamos, security guard guy, and the Secret Service still wearing their Disney clothes.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a pretty good little 4th of July.
Do a little fishing, eat some Marie Callender's. I mean, sounds good to me.
But yeah, I don't want to share any of the pie if that's okay with you.
I'll buy my own. It's fine.
Okay, but I will let you light up a bottle rocket or two.
Oh yes.
But if you catch a fish, you got to give me the pole, and so I can reel it in and say it was mine.
That's fine. So can we take Air Force One down to Tijuana?
Yeah, of course.
Do you have
we can
jurisdiction
take Air
down
Force One. The thing is, again, no, I'm not really allowed to have it right now. But hey, if you want to take it, let's go. We go wherever we want.
Right?
Oh man, let's go somewhere like really fun first. Like let's go to like Baltimore.
Nothing screams fun like Baltimore, right?
And then we'll go to Tijuana. We'll say okay, and we'll be like, we'll come on like the pilots, and we'll pretend the Secret Service or the people in the plane, and we'll be like, attention, this is your captain speaking. We're gonna be on our one-stop flight to Tijuana. First stop is in Baltimore. And then they're gonna be sitting back there in their Disney T-shirts, and we're gonna be like, yeah, look at these guys. But they're gonna be all right because I'll get them Marie Callender pies, and as long as they don't spill on their Disney shirts, they're okay.
But I bet they'll love Tijuana though.
Of course they love Tijuana. We get them some bottle rockets or some of those little flowers.
There's a lot more to like there, but we'll save that for another show. This is a family show, Bill. Yeah, so, so tell us a little bit about Bill as a child. What did you do as a child? I mean, you didn't have, that was before the days of Pokemon Go.
When I was a child, it wasn't too exciting. I grew up in Arkansas.
Yeah, I've been there.
Little Rock, Arkansas. Just even the name there, it's not
exciting.
It's not even the big rock of Arkansas. It's the Little Rock, and that's it was boring. I would play a game where I would go out in the cornfields, and I'd steal old Mr. Buckley's ears of corn. And then he'd come running at me, and he's drunk, and he'd come running after me with his overalls, half off, and he'd be like, "Hey, you, William Clinton, what you doing?" And I'd be chucking the ears of corns at him, and then his little dog, Scrappy be coming after me, and I'd be running around saying, "Ah!" And I'd take the corn, and I'd just be chucking him at Scrappy the dog, and then chucking him at him, and he was a crudgety old man, but I appreciate your vote, sir.
Former President Bill Clinton here. Origin story, love it. So you met Hillary in college, right?
Yeah, I did. Begrudgingly, I did.
And how'd that happen?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really sure what begrudgingly means, but I got this book that has like a bunch of big words, and I just decided, hey, just kind of throw them out there. So I just
the dictionary.
I love Hillary. I love her. I love that cabin that she's currently staying in. I met Hillary in there. She was, I was into her. She was an activist, and she was really passionate about the people. And, ultimately I said, hey, you would be pretty good at doing the job of the president while I can pretend that I'm the actual president.
So I see a trend here.
Is that the
and Kenny G.
The Secret Serviceman?
No, not Secret Serviceman.
Oh, okay, because I'm trying to throw you off the scent of the trail.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, the pattern that you see, Matthew, is that I love the United States of America, and I will tell you that I did not have any participation in anything that I was not 100% involved in.
That's good.
Thought I was going somewhere else there, didn't you?
I thought you were going somewhere. I see
scared
what
you a little bit. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, what you got?
You come down here and you berating me with all the questions. I feel like
Turn
this
the
is
tables.
impeachment time all the time. So, how do you like doing this show so far? You guys are on episode what now? Is this episode, I don't know, like 500?
Close.
Okay.
10.
Well, you've been doing a lot, and your show's been gaining in popularity. I mean, we heard about you.
Yeah, I think after you're on the show, it's
I mean, that's
may get a little bump. But.
Second to only John Stamos, but it's a good time. But how you guys been doing so far on the show? And people listening. I mean, I know that you guys do the live show on stuff.
Yeah.
Logan's been telling me that he's been getting a pretty hard time.
He has, yeah. So people make fun of Logan for not wearing pants. They'll make fun of him for his coffee cup. He always switches it up. So that. And, everyone just gives Logan trash all day online. The internet's a mean place.
But he deserves it a little bit, right?
I'm not going to lie and say he doesn't.
Okay. I mean, because he had told me,
I mean, him. We both know him.
Yeah, he told me a couple weeks ago, he was like, he texted me and he was like, "Hey, Bill, it's Logan." And I was like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And then he's like, "Hey, these people on the Facebook, they're being mean to me." And I was like, "You need to suck it up. Well, what's going on?" And he was like, "I'm making fun of my coffee cup, and I'm not wearing pants." And I was like, "Then put on some pants and get a different coffee cup."
That's what everybody told him.
Yeah, you know why? Because that was me that was sending those things on the Facebook.
Was you?
That was me the whole time.
It doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me.
Me and the Secret Service. But that night they were in their Knott's Berry Farm T-shirts.
Really? You switch it up?
Yeah,
I guess you got to watch the Disney shirts at one point, right?
Well, I wanted to, yeah. So that's the problem, is that they want to be in their Disney shirts so much that I tell them, "Hey, y'all, you gotta play. So let's play a game. Hey, Secret Service, all 15 of y'all, let's take off your dolphin shorts and your Disney T-shirts, your size medium husky, medium T-shirts, and let's play a game. Let's call Knott's Berry Farm." And I get them a little.
How do you play that game?
Well, you get them the same shirts and different colored dolphin shorts, but the shirt has a Snoopy on it instead of the Mickey. And so they go, "Hi," and they're running around, and then I got me like half an hour, and so I go throw them in the laundry machine, and then it comes back out, and it's like, "Ah, suckers." And then I go and I put them back and say, "All right, put your Disney shirts back on. No, don't forget the hats."
So that's permanent, right? That's all they wear.
Yeah, pretty much all the time. I mean, when you find something you like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
I hear that.
Yeah, and that was the thing when the Secret Service, as I was acting president, they had to wear them underneath their shirts and underneath their suits.
It's got to be hot.
Yeah, you're telling me it was hot. Oh, you're talking about? Oh, yeah.
Temperature-wise.
Yeah, temperature-wise. Yeah, it was. It was definitely. Definitely. Interesting time. So they loved it. Finally, when the presidency was over after 8 years, and they finally got to be free and wear my Disney shirts, except every 6th day when we wear our Snoopy shirt. But then, the 7th day. Hey, Matt. Logan taught me some stuff about jumping in on here. Do you mind if I go ahead and take us out to break?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'd be honored.
I'd appreciate it. So Logan taught me some stuff. So if you want to get a hold of the show, don't forget to go over to the webpage, loganstovershow.com. There you can find all the podcasts, including me, President Bill Clinton, with Matt. You can find all the previous episodes as well as the videos, including the video of me, Mr. President Bill Clinton. And you can get in touch with everybody. Get in touch with Logan, you. You could even send me something if you want. You can send it through.
Yeah, we'll get your information up there.
Send it through Logan, because, if you send it directly to me, I'm just going to be like, hey, whoever you are, what's up? And that's about, that's about it. So, yeah, if you want to get a hold of us, go over to loganstovershow.com. We're going to take a quick break, and, we'll be back with me.
Yeah, we'll be back with more Bill.
That sounds pretty. Y'all going to do some of those funny commercials that I hear from the people?
Yeah.
All right, so we can take a quick break. Commercials.
Yeah, take a quick break, have some commercials, and you and I will be back here in studio.
That sounds good. We'll be right back.
All right.